where it's coming from.
Man.
Oh, it might be coming from the laptop.
Oh my
All right.
god, Conlon.
Well,
That will be solved in 1 second.
well. Hello, and thank you for being patient with us. Welcome to this first session that we're doing for our new stream, Nat Disaster, which clearly it's already a disaster. So I'm Brian Creevy. I'm going to be the DM of this game. And everybody, if you want to introduce who you are, we'll start with the tech wizard.
Oh god, I'm trying to do stuff. I'm Conlon Rose. I'm the person who's currently trying to run this poor stream and hope it doesn't explode. We're supposed to do like...
Mr. Eating Food.
Oh, he's eating. He's not eating.
I can't see
you
you around.
If you want to follow me on social media, on pretty much all accounts, it's Aceman with 6 9s. I'm a very simple man to find.
That rhymed.
I'm Brian.
Brian,
That's
DM,
or
Brian
mains.
Player, Creevy, Mains, whatever you
Mains.
want.
My name's Asia Kobe. Wow, that's crazy. My name on everything is literally Asia Kobe because it's my name, and no one really has that name. So, hi.
I'm Vicky.
Short and to the
That's
point.
it.
All right. Well, first off, I just want to start by saying thank you to my friend London Kopek, who provided the artwork. That was before
You'll see it in the
stream.
background.
Yep,
And
it'll be in the background when we take our break midway point.
Cool, I didn't get to introduce myself, Brian.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, we forgot him.
Callum. Okay, go Callum. You need to be in the room.
Yeah,
God,
I'm
stop
Callum
being
McDowell.
Oh, North Carolina.
and he's frozen.
That was
Cal?
the weirdest echo that's ever happened. It went, oh.
The audio's off over there, so I don't know why we can hear it.
It's fine.
Hey, Callum.
It's not gonna be loud enough for the stream to hear the echo.
Like I hit.
Oh, and that disaster already. We'll start playing it soon, though. I assure you.
Hey,
No.
Are you back?
You back, Callum?
Do something like distinguishing with your hand or something so we can see if the camera's moving.
yeah, I think I.
Your image is not moving, though. Whatever.
Yeah, your image is
What
frozen,
does that
but we can
mean?
still hear you.
Nah, he's lagged.
I can't fix this.
Oh yeah, he will.
There we go.
He's
Are you
moving.
waving?
We're back. Conlon just.
We got you back.
All right, Callum, speak.
Be like a dog.
Yeah, I think there's a lag.
Oh, I'm Callum McDowell. And I'm awesome.
There we go.
That is true.
He's a dude with the good beard.
But like I was just saying, thank you for my friend London Kopek for supplying the background. It was part of my last campaign that I played. Shout out to my friends there too, Michael, Greg, and Justin. Thank you guys. Second off, just one thing. We are a new stream, so if anybody does enjoy this and they want to supply some artwork or music for us to play in the background or use at any point during the stream, we'll graciously take any. You can email us at natdisasterdnd@gmail.com and we'll look at it. We can even put your handle for any site that you post things on. You can also follow us. We just created a new Instagram and Twitter page, which is at natdisasterdnd. Sessions also will be uploaded to YouTube on the following Sunday after we've streamed them, but I believe you can still watch them on Twitch afterwards as well. Also, speaking of that, subscribe.
Subscribe, follow.
Yep.
Tweet about this,
all
please.
That stuff. Though we're just doing this. We're just a bunch of idiot friends here to play in a
Well,
fantasy
tell me all
world
that
and have a
counts.
good time.
Yeah.
So
You did tell him about our Twitter, right? I wasn't paying
yeah,
attention.
I did.
Good.
You need to start doing that. You know, paying attention.
He was
to
making
D&D is
his
a very
drinks.
important
Yeah, I was
thing.
drinking my drink, and then Brian asked me a
And whose
question.
fault is this for not having everything prepared before the session?
I had everything else prepared.
Yeah.
The stream is prepared. That's what
Alright,
matters.
Well, I
That's
just
what-
want to say, I hope you guys all enjoy. Is everybody ready? And is there anything anybody wants to say beforehand?
I think we're good.
Follow me on Instagram.
Follow us on all of our social
Well,
media.
yeah.
We're
I
creators.
promise I am just as much of a mess on there as I am right now. We're fine. But I'm a cute mess. We're good.
Well,
She makes that content.
Make
I
that
really hope
content.
you guys enjoy.
She makes the attempt.
Hey.
It just looks like I'm eating it.
So,
At least you're better than I am.
is everybody ready?
Yes.
Sure.
All right. So,
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm not just ready.
oh, the
I'm
delay
ready.
is gonna be so fun.
The delay is so fun.
All right, everybody's got their characters up. All right.
Yeah.
So.
No, I got it.
You have yours on your
Okay.
tablet?
It's right here.
Do you want me to get you the
No.
tablet? Are you sure?
I'm fine.
Are you
I'm
guys,
the least prepared here.
are you guys
Okay.
all ready?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Might need another drink, but hey, fuck it.
Everyone
Maybe
shut
not.
up. Everyone shut up.
thank you. All
I
right.
need to
So,
breathe it.
we begin our adventure with a story. A tale that every creature of this world grew up hearing from their parents. A long time ago, when the cosmos had just formed, two brothers, one of creation and preservation, and one of darkness and endings, were the only two in existence. Nothing moved, nothing could be seen. Only these two brothers, these beings of immense energy, they existed and only knew of each other by sensing their presence. However, the brother of creation saw fit to fill the emptiness with life and form to his design. Suddenly, the brother of endings felt other energies fill the void. He felt planets form and other creatures take their first breaths. He heard babies cry and rustling through trees that formed forests miles wide. For the first time in history, someone had smiled. Aylios, the god of dark and endings, felt joy from the formation of life. Feeling this happiness, Tyvorr, the god of creation and preservation, turned to his brother and handed him a jar and said, "Life must be preserved, brother. If there is ever anything that you cannot bear to lose, keep it bottled safe in here. I do not know if pain lies ahead, but this will cut it off from the rest of this universe." Aylios was grateful. He wanted to preserve this darkened world and was excited for what lied ahead. However, it was soon made clear that Tyvorr's creations could not see all of the beautiful things that he had created, as no light existed. With a wave of his hand, the sun formed, fixated in the sky to light up the universe. And in its light came forth these two brothers' sister, Zylia. Zylia, the goddess of light and time. Zylia's light guided those across the cosmos, and life, light, time, and darkness began to coexist. Blinded by his sister's form, Aylios lifted up his hands as shields, and he realized his hideous form. Skin was forming and decaying all at once, and divine blood poured down his arms. He felt pain as time progressed, this cycle of life and death within his body. Enraged and confused, Aylios opened up the jar and sealed Zylia's essence within, closed off from the universe, protecting his perfect world from the pain that she must be responsible for. Closed off from this space, the sun's light suddenly went out, and time slowed to a standstill once more. Before Tyvorr could react, Aylios slipped away in the darkness, leaving all of creation in the dark. Though time did not move, life did begin, and the darkest age progressed for what could only be guessed as the equivalent of a millennia. Though in this age nothing grew, it simply was. Life existed and other forces came into being. Nature, knowledge, storms, rebellion, creativity, peace, and war. Tyvorr did his best to preserve his creations, but life was failing, and the power of light and time were almost forgotten. Within this chaos, hope still existed. 6 heroes, tasked by the gods themselves, traveled to the Blackened Tear, a plane Aylios cut off as his own. These heroes fought the Dark God himself and managed to free Zylia from her prison, releasing light and time into the universe once more. Feeling the pain of existence again, Aylios was subdued, and the heroes managed to seal him within his domain, never to escape and suppress another force again. The heroes returned home with...
Keyboard. Continue.
The heroes returned home with the Jar of Preservation, a powerful artifact they knew needed to be hidden away and protected. They entrusted it to 2 eternal warriors to keep it guarded throughout time. To honor these heroes, a celebration was held in their honor in the small village of Ladris, the town touched by angels, and the site where they embarked and returned on their journey. You guys are crazy. Every 22 years, to mark the 22 days they were gone on their quest, the jar is returned to the town, and its inhabitants make sure the gate remains sealed, and what is important to them and this world are preserved. 2,222 years have passed since time began again, and a convergence of powerful forces threatens to set an imbalance of power throughout the world of Tyvorr once more. The gods have been planning, and once again, the path of several individuals has been set to change, and with them, the world itself.
It's the world, aka grilled cheese.
Who's is that? Is that yours?
Yes.
On the morning of the 101st Preservation Celebration, chewing, 6 individuals sit amongst a small group of listeners in the Hunter's Branch Tavern. In the small town of Ladris, as 2 twin brothers recount this very tale to the morning patrons. 4 are gathered at one table. These, their paths already crossed, and 2 others sit at the table beside them. These 2 already each other's friend. On the floor around them sit a half a dozen children, about 3 Aasimar boys, a tiefling girl, and then a human boy and girl. The barkeep woman listens from afar as she cooks breakfast for her guests, sending an aroma of different meats and veggies sailing across the tavern. A gnomish woman and a halfling girl sit across the room. Jars of various shapes and colors lay amongst their food and drinks, and one man dressed in blue, with cut-off pants and commoner's clothes, sits on the floor in the corner, intently looking over the tavern's menu. And this is where we begin. Now, Callum, if you would like to start by introducing your character, let's start from this side first.
So, my name is Naresh. I am a dark elf. I wear my hair long and braided over the left side of my shoulder, tied by a blood red ribbon. I wear commoner's clothes and carry a fiddle with me at all times. Something strange about me is that my backpack is actually a coffin, because I'm a vampire hunter. And I carry all the trappings of a vampire hunter with me, such as holy water, stakes, metal caltrops, bedrolls, the normal things. It's my aesthetic.
Well, thank you.
No.
Alright, well, Vicky, why don't you introduce your character?
Okay. My character is named Knock. She's about 3.5 feet tall. That's kind of stretching it a little far. She's a ranger. She's got a big old bow on her back that's taller than she is. And she has her hair pulled back in a really messy bun. Like, she just does not know how to care for herself at all. She has little tusks on her teeth. And her skin kind of looks perpetually dirty because it has a greenish tint to it because she's a quarter orc. And that's about it.
Yep. Asia.
My name is Kyron Catastrophe.
Goes along with the stream.
Spelt with a K. I am probably one of the most chaotic ones here. I am a half-elf druid, and I have emerald green curly hair that goes about to my shoulders. And it's just a mop on my head 24/7, probably because I fall over everything, so it's always full of twigs and leaves, and I'm always somehow dirty because even though my leather boots protect my ankles, Doesn't protect my face. I wear a flowy white bell sleeve top underneath my armor, which is studded and has just vines wrapped around my whole body. I have cloth like pants that are dyed a bright yellow because I am a vibrant piece of shit. And I got copper skin and amber eyes, but I'm also like 5 feet tall, so I'm shortest in the druids.
And you also have a circlet on
And
your
I
forehead.
do have a circlet on my forehead, and I have an eyebrow piercing and very sharp teeth because I sharpened them myself because I am edgy. Thank you.
Edgelord over there.
Brian.
I am the edgy
Okay,
lord.
so
Or
my
names.
name is Jinrosh. I am a golden dragonborn. My guy is very lean. He's been doing trees all his life, so he's very fit. You can see the muscles ripple through my arms, my legs, everything that's
He's just
exposed.
buff, guys.
He's,
Barbarian. What?
Pretty much. I'm a barbarian.
he's the most barbarian of barbarians.
I wear a cut-off flannel and cut-off shorts because I've just been wearing through my clothes throughout my life. I don't wear shoes. I have a bunch of scars throughout my body from doing work. I have a steel necklace with a silver ring with a raw black diamond. I carry a great axe. It has a long, thin blade designed specifically for cutting down trees.
I love how you're
you can see from the design of the axe, and if you look at the head, that there are plenty of nicks and just the wear and tear from being used. I carry it on my shoulder in one hand. I have a small hand hatchet on my belt.
He loves cutting down trees.
Yeah.
You're a big tree cutter.
Yeah.
Lumberjack.
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 That's pretty much my guy.
All right. And now, if our tech has a moment to calm himself.
Give me a sec. Everyone's complaining that Callum is way too loud, and I tried to turn him down. Let's see if that fixed it.
Thank you guys for being patient with us.
Hey, it's the first
Low
time I've ever set
budget.
this up.
Low budget, session 1.
It's way easier to set up when you're playing a game than it is to set up with a whole bunch of audio signals.
Yep.
Okay, let me go to my page.
Let me find out who I am.
And
Noah, legit.
it's very...
Let me find out who I am.
Which is on brand, as you guys will notice in a second as he describes his
Okay,
character.
I am Bracket, I think.
That's basically, yeah.
I'm an Asmar Paladin male. I'm not exactly sure how I'm here, but I'm here, and we'll make it work, and we'll get to it eventually, and hopefully we'll find out the answer of why am I here? I have copper hair, emerald eyes. I'm pale white because I'm an Asmar, so self-explanatory.
White as shit.
I'm about average height and weight and build.
Mhm.
Like, exactly average height, weight, and build for a human, but...
But not a human.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crap, where the fuck's my armor?
On brand. What do I wear?
And now you guys probably, it's not going to take too long to realize why we called this Nat Assassin.
No, it's...
Well, this group of friends is already a goddamn disaster.
Yeah, and that's why this is
Duh.
going to work so
Also,
well
I'm not
together.
used to using D&D Beyond.
I'm not
Oh,
used
yeah.
to D&D in general.
I have a long
We are
sword.
not sponsored by D&D Beyond. But
we'd
3
love-
of us use it. Actually 4, because DM.
We would love to be sponsored.
It's not going to happen ever.
Never.
Okay, I have a long sword, a shield, and armor. I can't find what the armor looks like. It's somewhere in
I
here.
didn't even mention any of my weapons. That's my
No
bad.
worries, that stuff can come as
That'll come up
descriptions
later.
happen.
Okay, I have...
No, I
pretty
didn't
generic armor,
mention
right?
any of my specific features, so...
No worries.
It's okay. Well, everyone will learn them as it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's about it. Besides the fact, as stated, I'm very confused of why I'm here.
The only other things I can think about is the necklace you have and
Oh,
everything, and then
the
thing
gear
in the
necklace
field.
I have,
Mhm.
which you'll eventually one day probably see what it looks like.
Mhm.
And I have a mouse that follows me, and I'm pretty confused about that one.
The mouse is actually sitting on his shoulder at this very moment. Alright. So, after the brothers finished telling the tale, the first one on the left, he's got brown messy hair, brown eyes, and some freckles, cocky smile on his face. He goes, "At least that's what the legend retells." And the other one, looking roughly the same as their twin brothers. "Yeah, who knows how true it is. Either way, this celebration is perfect. So many people, so many tricks to be pulled." The other one, "Oi, oi, shut it!" Anyways, what do you all think of the tale? He turns to the children. And some of them, one of the little girl, it's just like, "I really liked it. It was, the heroes won in the end." And then one other girl, the tiefling one, some black hair, she turns and she's like, I didn't really like it. I don't like the dark that much." And then one of the Asmar boy who's sitting right next to her, brownish coppery hair as well, he just turns to her and, "Man, if I was there back in the darkest age, I would have taken down Aylios myself." Stands up with a fist. He's like, "Let me at him. If he ever comes back, I'm gonna be the one to take him down." And Ivo turns to him and be like, "Keep on dreaming big, little one."
Mm-hmm.
And what about all of you? You guys hear this tale before?
Have I heard this tale before?
Yes, without even a check. This is a tale that has been told throughout all of the lands, at least in this area, the Durrest province.
Then I'd be like, yep.
Indeed, I have. My family has told that to every kid that grew up.
You from the Grove down?
Have I heard this tale?
Yes, you have. This is a tale that has been told through most of the
Oh,
land.
and yeah, just sing this tale as one of my songs, honestly.
Oh, really? You play an instrument, and then Ivo turns.
I am a bard.
He turns and looks and sees that fiddle that you have on your back. Well, maybe you'll fit right in this festival later today. And then he turns over and he sees the young boy.
That's the hopes.
And then he turns over and sees the young boy who's sitting right next to you. Human boy, blonde hair. He's looks a little bit skittish. He has a guitar on him, and he's like, "Hey, aren't you the one who's supposed to be coming here with us?" And Arik, the boy sitting next to Naresh, is like, "Oh, yes, I'm Arik. Yes, I came from Lamshalia. I came for the job. The job to help with the preservation celebration." And Damien's like, "Yeah, we were expecting you for a while. You know, you're supposed to be our new trainee, lackey right underneath us." He's like, "Oh, well, I've never been any soldier before, but I'll do my best. I had a good companion who helped me out," and he turns to Naresh. He taught me a few things." And Damien looks over to Jinrash. "And you one of those Thalthis? Those lumberjacks? I heard that one of them was supposed to be coming down with a shipment."
Yeah. I have it at the stable right now for you.
Alright. You can meet with Zarek Elton, the mayor.
Okay.
He'll be over at the festivities setting up right now. He should be. It's getting a little bit towards the evening. Things should be getting set up right now. But, Arik, you want to come with us? Oh, okay. Yeah. And he turns to Naresh. I'll see you later, right? Audio cut out.
I put my hand on his arm and I say, "Watch for trouble and be careful. You never know with things like these."
Of course, and I'll keep on practicing that spell you were teaching me. And he waves his arm through the air a few times in the same motions you had taught him before. Okay. And he turns to Bracken and Jinrish, the men he had met earlier. It was nice to meet you. And he gives a little bow. I hope to see you guys soon. And he looks over at the table.
Good luck and
next to
stay
him.
safe.
Good luck, kid.
Thank you. He turns to the other people, the twins and the 2 girls sitting at the table next to you. Bye.
Bye.
And Damien and Ivo leave with him, and he's like, "We'll see you at the festival." And they give a few laughs and smirks as they leave. And they've left the tavern.
Okay.
All right. Where to now?
Well, do we know what time we should bring the artifact to the mayor by? Do we have like a time amount that
Do we have a time limit?
Wasn't a specific time given, just on this day at one point.
On this
Okay.
day.
Mm-hmm.
We should
And
probably
now,
ask
just
for the
just to give you the visual one more time,
Ahead.
you
That
two are
peaked the
sitting
mic.
at a table together. I don't know if nobody has ordered food yet, so you can if you want. You two are sitting at a table with Naresh, so you 3 at one table. There is a halfling and a gnome at another table further away, and then a man in a blue shorts and blue commoner's clothes sitting in the corner just intently looking at the menu. The little boy human and the little human girl get up from the floor and they run over behind the bar, as they were the ones that Sarah was talking about last night when you guys came in, her children who helped.
And that's the
Mhm.
owner of the Hunter's Branch is Sarah?
Yes.
These are notes we didn't write down.
That I didn't remember
Alright.
to write down.
And the tavern is yours.
Okay. I need to get breakfast. I'm hungry. I've been awake for help.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
I'll like raise my hand.
Sarah
sit
looks
here.
over and she's like, yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
I've been awake for too long. I'm too tired for this.
Sela, can you go over and take their orders? And the little human girl, oh, yeah, yes, Mom, and runs over to you guys. Hi, can I take your order?
I want some pancakes, please.
Okay.
What do you
Anything edible.
want? She doesn't eat meat though.
I don't eat meat, but I need something edible.
Okay.
No meat.
Surprise me.
She starts counting on her fingers and everything. Show things that aren't meat. We have honey roasted apples.
That sounds
You-
perfectly fine to me.
You want some? Okay.
Yes.
Honey roasted apples, pancakes. Anything to drink?
Water.
Water.
Okay.
All of the water.
Okay. Looks around. Anybody else?
I'm fine. I'm surprised you don't want grog. No.
No.
Too early for that.
What do you have for meats?
Okay. We got some pork chops with apple slices and onions in them.
Early for that.
We got fried chicken with potatoes and apple crisps. We got bacon and eggs. That's a big...
Bacon and eggs and a large plate of apple crisps.
Okay. We have large plate of apple crisps. Okay. I got this. Anything else? And she turns to Naresha. Anything for you?
No, thank you, ma'am. I am doing just fine.
Okay. It'll be right here.
And I pat my back. I got my.
Okay. It'll be right here with you all. And she runs back behind the counter. You see her little brother walking around, and she walks over to the table with the gnome and the halfling and takes some of their plates and trips a little bit. One of the wooden jugs that had one of their drinks falls on the floor and clatters, but he quickly picks it up and runs behind the bar again.
Good for trying.
It's like,
Ain't they adorable?
It's like
it sounds a lot like. That's like, it's like I would just turn to you and be like, so I'm not the only clumsy one in this town. That's really good to know, because that means I'm not gonna get made fun of. Am I?
Probably not more than I will.
Yeah, you are a midget.
Yeah. I meant the teeth, but yes.
No, I'm talking about your height, honey.
I'd like to show Jinrat and Racket my lines from last night.
Okay. Describe it. You can describe
Is
it.
that
You do it.
okay?
Yeah, you can describe. Just do it. Describe
So
it.
I take out my 2 pounds of fox meat. Yeah, so I'm taking out my 2 pounds of fox meat, and like it's jerky, and I'm showing it to them. I'm like, hey, do you guys want this? I made this last night.
Maybe later. Yeah.
I'll put it. I'll take a pound. You take a pound.
Okay.
Okay, I have to write that in now.
Alright, and then quickly soon after this conversation, a few minutes pass, and Scylla returns back with both of your plates and almost drips a little bit. The pancakes.
Yep, thank you.
Here, and the honey roasted apples.
Thank you.
That's it to you.
You're good. You're good.
How much?
Breathe.
Oh, it'll be roughly Mom, and she shouts over the counter. Say for the 2 pair if they're paying together. Probably about just some 5 copper at the moment.
Okay,
Do you want to pay or do you want me to pay?
I'll pay. I hand her a silver.
Oh,
I say keep the change.
thank you.
Keep the change and just focus on walking in a straight line. I fall over everything all the time. I got you.
It's very hectic here.
I've seen.
As you can say, so she's a young girl. She looks to be about, I think, like, you'd say, probably predict like 9 years old.
Well, then I'm telling her that she's doing a great job, not to worry so much, and that everyone's just appreciative.
I'll spend the extra maybe at the festival today.
Do that.
Cool.
And and then turns to you guys and everything and puts out both of your plates on the table as well. And that'll be Mom. And she's just like, we'll go with about the bacon and eggs, just about 2 copper.
Cool.
So I'm shoving my face at this point.
And he takes the thing in.
Yeah. I probably am not even using a fork because
Neither
I
am I.
don't think that I know what a fork is.
I think the 2 of us are
So
most
we're
likely just like
I'm
shoveling
probably
food.
eating pancakes with my hands.
And
I'm
I'm
eating
shoving
quite
mine.
politely.
Probably see the 2 girls just going like
Yeah, I was
this.
like, what is happening?
Like roll up the pancakes and
weird.
then just go.
So, like,
That's one way to do it. I guess that's.
I'm watching them eat the way they're
I've done that
eating,
before.
and I'm just like kind of.
Okay.
And I just kind of go like
Down
drink
the
all
water.
I've never seen. I've never seen somebody eat the way that they're eating.
Same.
That happened.
And we probably noticed eyes on us at that point.
And then we slow down a little.
Yeah,
bit.
just start slowing down eating. Like
Start eating the big bites like slightly slower.
I'm probably still trying to put the entire apple in my mouth. Like
That's not how you eat an apple. That's how you choke on apples.
Choke,
no, you
choke,
sir.
choke, 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 choke.
Choke.
I said choke.
Jinrash, Bracket, and Naresh, you guys can roll a perception check.
Please tell me to choke. That's fucking hard.
No, it helps.
Having your
Where'd my
dice.
dice go?
Oh my god.
Guys!
I know what mine.
No, I don't know where the metal one went.
Cal,
I just pulled it out.
Naresh,
What do we do?
You can roll a perception check.
What did you say to do, Brian?
I
Perception
lost
check.
my dice.
How?
I don't know.
They're right
A
there.
perception
No,
check.
you lost the one he
You
needed.
tipped it.
It's clearly missing.
I got an nat 20.
Hey!
Hey! It's like
Look, I
ice
have like
cream
16.
name!
First,
I got a tree.
first roll of the game.
Brian, my first nat 20.
And first roll of session 1. nat
Apparently I got a
20.
3.
12.
So, Jinrash, you are too busy in your own
Oblivious.
world and yelling at her to choke as she's eating.
And I'm hella offended just talking to her like, should I beat
But-
his ass or something?
But Bracket and Naresh, you guys both
Place,
notice.
so not-
You guys both notice that both Nock and Kyron have sharpened teeth
Yeah.
as they're
You
gnashing
in your
down.
pocket?
Guys found it.
In
Yeah.
between balls.
No, it was clearly in the couch.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you can continue the conversation.
I'm feeling.
So like while I'm eating, I'm like,
I walk over to Kyron very slowly.
And I probably look over so like, who is this guy?
like my mouth is full of food. I'm like,
You guys both have sharpened teeth.
yeah,
The fuck?
Yes, sir.
I'm a quarter orc.
And you do notice as
Well,
well.
I noticed the sharpened teeth.
Yeah, and you do.
Thanks.
And you do notice a little bit too on Nock. She has tiny little tusks as well. The audio lag is great.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
I bow graciously and I say, take no account of my bad lady. I simply wanted to introduce myself. My name is Naresh Shahandrazar.
Whoa, that's a mouthful.
That's the last name.
That's one last name.
That's a last name.
I will grab his hand very forcefully and like really shake it.
Of course, it's like a normal
I've
handshake
never
for your
shaken a
size.
hand in
And
my
for
life.
and
Like,
Naresh
Very simply,
and
Yeah.
Naresh.
beautiful.
like,
Yeah. I've never shaken a hand. I don't know how it works.
And Naresh, for her size too, you would not expect this amount of strength coming out of her arm, but it's a very, very firm handshake.
grab to our 2 plates.
Nice to
Right
meet you.
there.
Using,
I just put them there because they're in the way.
using one for rolling my dice.
Well, you're clearly putting them in the way of me rolling.
Does not phase
You can kill us.
Yes.
we
Half the plan.
like I don't start
So I probably just bow.
and I bow deeply again, and I extend my hand towards Kieran.
Kyron. Damn it.
Kyron.
Kyron?
Kyron.
Yes.
Kyron, I'm sorry.
And I probably would just look at the hand, look at him again, and then just bow and be like,
Give him the sup nod.
and be like, you noticed the teeth, and that's why you wanted to say hello?
Oh.
That's usually when people run away from us.
Yeah, true.
So that's very strange, but hi, I'm Kyron.
Do you have pointy teeth too?
Is that why you came to say hi?
The delayed lag.
I'm gonna make a deception check and say no.
Alright, roll a deception check.
Does that mean I have to make an insight check to see if he's?
If you guys want to try to
Yeah.
see through his lie, make insight checks.
Got a fucking 5.
14.
I got a 5. Bullshit.
Well, add your insight.
I got a 19.
So you got 9.
Oh, I got a 9.
Ah, we don't.
So we don't know shit.
He seems very truthful.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Okay, still weird that that's what made you want to come say hi, but I find it cool that someone's not afraid of what I've done to myself.
May I prepare and explain myself? Kyron?
Sure.
Go for it.
And I pull up a chair
What's going on over there?
I begin by saying, I'm on the run from vampires, so I can never be too careful. And I just had to make sure that you two weren't.
And I
And I kind of leave
I don't think
me
vampires
for a few moments.
Pretty sure.
I think I'd probably like take my head back and be like, so you wanted to see if I was or wasn't a vampire, and I'm probably the one sitting there going, not a big fan of that conversation, and then I just start eating my food again.
I really want gum.
No, we're not. We're not
I'm
vampires.
sufficiently clued into the fact that you are not vampires. I was just simply on the edge.
Well, nothing to worry about.
And then me being myself
I'm not
probably
allowed to
just
have
bares my teeth and hisses and goes, do I really look like a vampire still?
Probably.
You said what?
Probably
Do I still look like a vampire?
You're trying to make vampire noises. It's not what vampires sound like.
I pretend to start, and then change the subject completely and say, I noticed the two of you carry instruments with you.
Yeah.
I love music.
I'm a bard.
Oh, shit.
All this stuff is actually how Kyron is reacting in game, by the way. This is
Kyron is very, very energetic.
You sure you're not from the wrong decade?
Assume everything.
Century?
Assume everything that is said from everybody is in game. So yeah, all that.
Yeah, how I
Still
talk,
something.
which is why Nock tries to keep me in check a lot of the time. But like, it's fine.
I'll take out my pan flute and just kind of like play a little bit for him.
And then I'll get
Roll a
really,
performance check.
and then I'll get really, really excited and whip my ukulele out.
Hey, 14.
Oh, can I join in as she's playing?
Can I pull? Wait, do I have to do a performance check too if I pulled out my ukulele?
Yeah. Everybody who's playing an instrument, roll a performance check.
I got 20.
Say.
Dirty.
Dirty 20, not that.
A 30-20?
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't roll.
Okay, I got a 14.
Okay.
I'm the best one.
So all of you guys start playing some decent music throughout the whole tavern. It starts being filled with music for a good quiet morning. Suddenly everybody looks up. The man who's sitting in the corner looking at the menu just looks up quickly, really confused, and he's like, just looks back down. And then the two at the table, the gnome and the halfling, look over as well. And the halfling turns to like, no way. Knock? And you notice that this is somebody from your tribe, Tyvorr.
Hi.
And then I'm probably the one just like with my head cocked like, what?
And you would know Tyvorr
Yeah,
as well.
I
and
would know him
everything.
too. Be like, why are you here?
From what you know from Tyvorr, Nock has told you, is somebody who younger used to make fun of Nock for her tusks and her part heritage.
So I very aggressively go, why are you here?
But in the past couple of years, as
No,
she
I'm
did,
still aggressive.
I know. Just let me finish. In the past couple of years, as Nock has shown her improved skill and ability as a ranger, she's quieted down with her making fun of Nock, though she still holds a competitive nature with Nock.
So I'm still aggressive though.
Like-
Why are you here?
I'm here to enjoy the celebration. What else for? And by the way, also, just for appearance, she's blonde, she's got a very plump nose and everything. She's a little bit on the skinny side and everything, but she has these piercing blue eyes as well. Like, some of the, probably the most beautiful eyes you've seen.
Okay, I'll stop playing and I'll just be like, well, it's great to see ya. Are you going to the celebration anytime soon, or we kind of got stuff to do, so we might not see you there, but you know.
Mhm. I'm gonna be owning the archery range.
Oh, okay.
Do you think you can beat my skill?
I know I probably can't because I'm not the best, but
Her friend
But-
over there. Her friend.
I
but
whispered a knock. I whispered a knock over the table so that this other halfling can't hear. You can count on my bardic inspiration to put this bitch in her place.
And she's
Fuck
still across the
yeah.
room, so if you do say that low, there's no. She did not hear. But she's like,
Knock will kind of.
I whispered on the table.
yeah, Nock is snickering.
well, looks like we have another competition on our hands.
Yeah, great.
You get to watch
Sounds like
something.
a good time.
Yeah.
I'll see
Sounds
you
like
at the
we're
range.
doing something.
I
Maybe
can't
one
wait to be
of these
an anti-cheerleader for you.
there.
I should have bought the better stops.
And it was,
Furniture.
and it
Seems
was a
like it's
pleasure
gonna be
seeing
interesting.
you again.
Oh,
Kyra.
always.
And she turns to
I'll
her.
like smile really big, just great. See you later.
And she
I'm really,
turns
like,
back to her.
tearing my tongue.
I do stand up and bow to her as she leaves and say it was a pleasure meeting you.
And she does a little.
Like fiddle in one hand behind my back, bow in the other hand.
And she's still shorter than you. She's about Nock's height, but she does a little curtsy herself. She tries to be a little bit high and mighty, as you can tell from her demeanor. And she
I don't
turns
like
to her companion, who is at
Oh,
the
she
table.
doesn't
And she turns to her companion, who is sitting at the table with her. Come on, Genoa, let's go. And Genoa grabs from the table a few of the jars. You can see inside. It's not anything. It's not any like drinks or anything. It looks to be honey. And she grabs all of her jars and she runs out of the tavern with Tyvorr.
We might want to buy some honey from her later.
That's a
That
possibility.
sounds like a good thing to go on those apples.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Later.
I'll-
later.
Okay.
Table.
And
later.
so now that things are coming a little bit, and you guys start to look around. You do notice that with Kyron and Nock, there's a jar, a red, rustic old jar, about 3 feet tall.
It's as tall as me.
It's as
As
tall.
tall-
On the side of their table, right
Was
beside
she
them.
carrying that one, or was it you? Because it was her.
I
That's
pick it up.
impressive.
Alright,
Awesome!
Make a strength
That's
check.
great.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Hold on. Make a strength.
Fuck. 4. I'm not very high off the ground, so it won't break.
You walk over towards, you get out of your chair and you stand next to the jar and you start to, and you just can't lift it off the ground.
Okay,
Good
you
time.
have
So
a good
her.
point.
Good attempt.
I carried it, yes.
Okay.
But she could probably still kick either of your asses, so don't.
Do you want a hand?
A hand for what?
To carry it. I have to go see the mayor.
Oh, I thought you meant you were gonna give me a hand.
You
guys
can
gonna
take
just
it.
chop it off.
I mean, the first one most.
Here, I'll give you the broadsword.
Got the axe.
And we're probably just going.
The
"These
sword's
people are weird."
sharper.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, but
I can shave with my
maybe
axe.
Something that's kind of nice.
Yeah, if we don't.
I don't know. I haven't
he's
tested
going
this
to the mayor.
theory.
Wait, what are you going to the mayor for?
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of benches and stuff that he ordered from my
So-
tribe. Because we are professional woodsmen, and we have carved them specifically for this event.
So
Cool.
you're offering to give a hand, which means I don't have to carry the jar.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the muscle
That's
for you.
probably a good idea because she nearly tripped about 100
Yeah,
times.
and I really
on
don't
the way
want to
here.
break it. And I
Just at least,
like I might be taller than her, but she's got a lot more balance than I do. And if she can't
Understandable.
carry it, then I'm doomed. So
You see some of the people in my town, they can't carry an axe because they'll kill themselves with it.
Yeah, we'll take
we'll
you
take
up
the
on,
hand.
on
We'll
the
take
help.
the hand.
And can I have Kyron and Jinrash roll a perception check?
That's clearly a 2.
What do I have?
I should not roll into the whole tray.
14.
That was
Brian.
miserable.
14.
Alright.
You don't know the shit.
So, Jinrash
don't.
is too into the conversation at the moment that he does not notice, but Kyron feels a little tug at her waist, and she looks down to see the little tiefling girl who they had seen before.
Who doesn't like the dark?
Yes, the same exact one who does not like to see the dark. And so she's got maroon skin and gentle features, golden eyes, and horns that twist back. And she's got black hair, getting a little bit on the long side, a little bit past her shoulders. And she has her hand in your coin purse and takes it and starts darting to the door. And at that moment, you notice there was another one, the Asimar boy, who just took a little bit out of Jinrash's coin
So
pouch
trying
as
to take
well,
her money.
and starts running out of the tavern.
I sprint
And
after them.
Sarah, the barkeep, is just like, not again!
I sprint after them.
And I
Alright, you
sprint
chase
after
after.
her.
Can I throw my dagger towards one?
No, they're children!
Shot
Everybody takes it out and we go, they're children!
I'm making this efficient.
So
That's
now
what I'm here
after
for.
I turn and
So-
chase after Knock.
So Knock and Kyron are running out of the bar. What is
Yeah,
everybody else
we're,
doing?
We're sprinting.
We shall follow
I'm gonna
them.
grab the jar just so no one else takes it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, carry the jar!
Yeah, just on the way out.
I will run
Go
out.
get the jar!
As I'm grabbing the jar, I'm also darting out the door.
And what was that, Naresh?
I'm casting cautious, hideous laughter at the little girl.
They were by the time they darted out the door, so you
They're outside
don't
the
have a
door.
line of sight on them at the moment.
I don't? Oh, then I'm not doing that.
All right.
I sprint after them as well.
Are you following with the group?
Yeah, I'll follow with the group, of course.
All right. So the second you guys walk out of the tavern, you notice them
Run.
sprinting down
We're
the path.
running. We're running.
As soon as you guys get out of the tavern, you notice them sprinting down the path to the south and everything. You following after?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're
And
right-
They stole
I
money,
screamed,
man.
They stole our money! Stop them! The 2 kids right there!
Can I use Mold Earth?
I told you, daggers.
You can, go ahead. What are you
Can I
doing?
use Mold Earth to write in the dirt
Can I
like a
read
little
it
ways
now?
ahead of them?
What's the range on Mold Earth?
30 feet.
Yeah, you can get right about where they are. Okay. What are you saying in the ground?
I'm gonna write in the ground, stop. Let me phrase this nicely considering
You
the
could
children.
trip them. You have 5 square feet.
Ooh, can I trip them?
What, with Mold Earth
With
and
Mold Earth?
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 square feet.
Okay. I
So-
believe it's making it difficult terrain and everything. Does it say you can trip, or does it just make that area difficult terrain?
Let me see.
Okay, Loose Earth, you can instantaneously...
Brian.
I can excavate it and move it along the ground. So
Okay.
I can make a hole.
Yeah. 1 second there. What was that, Naresh?
Yeah, it's difficult.
Can I talk to you after one of the little door right now?
Yeah, you can try to.
Okay, she has to make a wisdom saving throw or be incapacitated.
Okay.
And I just shout after her, how does the storm cleric say hello? He thunder waves!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And after that joke, she just turns for a second and then just falls to the ground, bursting out laughing. And the little boy's like, "What are you doing? Come on!" And you.
And I made
What
the
is
right
her
in front of
wisdom
him.
saving
to
throw?
kill
And
him.
the second he turned and everything to be like, "What are you doing?" He and falls on his back. And there's just people walking by them, just a little bit confused. Just they're looking at the whole situation, be like, "What's going?" Like they're not really getting intervening, but they're like, "What's going
Okay,
on
we
here?"
catch up with them. We take our money back.
Can I just be like, I like just stand over the little boy, considering he's not the one laughing, and take my coins back, and just be like, if you need money that badly, get a job.
I do work, but wanted to get something nice at the festival. I don't have enough.
How much do you need?
You could just be nice,
You
kid.
could just ask, because a
We're
lot of
not
us
mean people.
are actually
Yeah.
nice people.
You guys are clearly not from here. There's not too many nice people to me, at least.
We're not from here, but nice to meet you. How much do you need to get what you want?
I want to
And
play.
don't lie.
And don't lie. Don't make it bigger.
I don't know how much the games are cost, but I don't know, a few silver at least.
And I reach into my coin purse and take out, let's see, how much money do I have? What would that be in?
Equipment. Probably. Yeah.
I pull out 2 silver.
Can I pass them each one gold piece and call it square?
Can you just let me be the nice one here?
So they at first,
You can be the nice one to one of them.
You're rude.
I stopped the girl.
the little boy takes the silver and he's confused for a second, and then then the little girl next to him is just still on the ground, just laughing her ass off and
I
everything.
gave him the 2 silver
I
and said,
take
get
the
the
money
game.
out of her
Mhm.
hand while she's on the ground.
Oh, it had like flung to the side. She's not even holding
I
it anymore.
picked
She's
it up
just
and I
flailing,
handed it
No,
back
holding
I
the
gave
chest.
him the 2 silver, said, buy the game you want. I hope you have fun with it.
Thank you. And then Naresh walks over and hands the 2 gold to him and everything. The girl's still laughing her ass off as she hasn't been able to break through the spell. And she takes the
No,
gold.
so I end concentration on it after Nock picks up the purse.
Mhm.
And then I say, share the gold with your friend.
And she... that was weird. And the boy takes the gold and he's just like, you guys really aren't from around here.
I
But
hope this teaches you a lesson.
You're the same
Steal and you get gold?
You're the same size as
I
them
know,
now.
but I'm like,
You're right. I want you to get up in their face. Hope this teaches you a lesson.
I'm like, I hope this teaches you a lesson, and I really let my teeth come out.
roll an intimidation check.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. 9.
Well, this boy is about...
Great.
He looks to be about 13, 14 years
So he's
old
taller
and
than
everything,
me.
so he is taller than you, and you look up at him and scowl, and he's just like, okay, sure.
We're obviously stronger than you.
Well, clearly
I
you're
know I'm
grown-ups.
small.
We are grown-ups, but you gotta remember that not every grown-up in the world is the same.
And the little girl next to him and everything, I'm sorry, he just is very insistent. And she bows her head a little bit. I'm Hope.
Oh, my heart.
We physically go.
Oh, yeah.
The little boy
You're
just
cute.
a little bit, just like, I'm Urem.
Okay. Just try not to steal from people because that could get you put in jail, you know?
Yeah.
So-
like, that's a big thing that will get you in big trouble.
Yeah, you'll have to actually, be punished.
Yeah.
That'd be a
Yeah.
problem.
You're lucky it was us, because if it was anyone else, they might have not been as nice.
Might have turned
Or
into
you
the
might
guards.
not be walking.
Yeah, because it's on the dagger.
And then we look at him and go, Why would you throw a fucking dagger at a kid?
It's efficient.
Teach him a
Kids
lesson.
being a piece of shit.
You teach kids lessons with words.
Or
Sometimes.
throwing
Not by
knives.
taking their
I didn't
limbs
say I was
off.
gonna kill them. I said I was gonna throw it towards them.
What'd you say,
Different.
Naresh?
Into the door.
No, I was agreeing with Kieran. That
Kyron!
Children lessons in words. Kyron, I'm
Karen?
sorry.
He's calling me Kieran!
Karen?
Karen?
Did he call me Kieran
No.
like in out loud? Because I probably would have like screamed.
I'm gonna say just because session 1 in gang names, he did not say
Damn
your
it.
name.
I was
wrong.
hoping I could just make.
A scene?
Excuse me, where's
It's-
my earrings?
It's Callum's terrible.
You lost an earring in
I have
Van?
Kyron on. She can hit me if she wants to.
Okay, he said Kieran in game.
Oh, so I probably just turned to him, looked at him, and like lowered my head, made myself look a little bit more
No.
intimidating, and be like, "It's
What's
Kyron.
wrong?
I suggest you get it
Harper
right."
ate my shoelaces. Can you not
I don't
tell?
like whispering.
Do you need new shoelaces?
You
Do
don't
No.
really want to push it.
And then
Pretty serious.
you want
the
milk
boy
at the end?
just turns to you guys. Anyways, thanks.
Yeah, you're free to go.
And
Bye.
you see
Go
him
get
be
your
like,
game.
come on. And
Go
him
get your
and Urem and Hope run, and they run over to the river that is right alongside this path. And there's a raft there, and they just both jump on it and
They
start
had a
floating down the
getaway
river.
vehicle.
Oh
Why
my
don't we have a
God.
getaway vehicle?
That's a good idea.
We need one of those.
Usually you're my
I am
getaway.
the getaway.
So,
Do they notice that I said that I'm the getaway?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
saying
We all laugh.
anything you say around each other, unless you're trying to hide it, people around you hear.
You know,
No,
we all
Do I
laughed.
need to hide that I can watch it, or
No,
no, you're
okay,
fine.
cool.
it's up to you. It's not like people
We
have a bad idea.
assume it's
doing it.
perception of height, not perception of you turning into him.
She doesn't know. They don't know that you turn into animals. They just know.
So we just find it. It's
They
the
can
height
just think
difference
that
is
she
funny.
backpacks me.
Yeah.
and don't really bad.
Yeah, so we thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Can I like just randomly turn into an animal right then to be like, I
You're
can be
wasting that
that's
stuff.
right now.
Don't waste
That's
I
a
know.
waste.
That'd be
Right.
funny as all hell though. Just
And so Urem and Hope get away on their escape vehicle.
I'm gonna keep my eye on them to see
where they're
if they come back around to go back into the crowd or something to see if they like try to.
Try
Roll a
still something
perception
else.
check.
Okay. Hey, not 20.
Hey, there we
Total
go.
of 23.
All right. So, as you watch them go down the path on the raft, you see them, and they go all the way down, probably about 200, 250 feet, until they reach a bridge over the river, and they stop right at the bank. They hop off on the grass, and they go off the path right over there.
Okay, so nothing suspicious.
Nope.
Okay.
And all the
And
other
she just
people,
kind of nods to herself.
Mhm.
She's like, I think we did it.
I think we did it.
and beside you, there are still some adults with some children, some Asimars, some humans, and half-elves just walking by. They seem to have lost interest in the little commotion that
So,
was occurring.
I say to everybody,
I'm gonna
maybe it's a good idea to move your coin purse off of your belt and into somewhere where they can't reach it. And she just kind of like stashes it away in like a pocket somewhere.
Okay.
And it's just like,
So she's keeping my coins on her.
yeah, I take it, and I'm like,
So she's holding mine, and we're just looking at them and be like, put it somewhere safe.
I secure it
And
underneath the
Naresh,
chain
what
belt.
were you saying?
I want to go to the magic shop. I know there's one in this town.
Ooh, magic shop.
I guess we're going to the magic shop.
And probably my eyes will look like.
Yeah, you know
Guys,
nothing. You know nothing about.
I
this
didn't make
town.
my delivery first.
Oh, yeah, can we make his...
There's a magic shop in every town.
I've never been to a town.
I live in the trees.
This is my first town.
I live in the trees.
Yeah,
I
for,
don't
for
really
you guys, this
care
is
to.
a very
Well,
interesting.
boy, do I
site.
have something in store for you, ladies.
Yeah. For
We gotta deliver some benches first, though.
Yeah.
Let's deliver the benches first, and then we can.
Then we can see the mayor.
Yeah, I guess
mayor.
we're gonna go see the mayor.
Benches, mayor,
so
magic shop.
you guys take the northern path, the one that you just had gone down as you're tracing Urem and Hope, and it leads you up to the stables that Jinrash had deposited his horse and
He
his
still has our
carriage
jar,
the
right?
other day.
Yes.
Yep, and Jinrash did carry the jar. He's carrying it probably in one hand, maybe. Or how are you carrying the jar?
I'm carrying it one hand.
One arm,
underneath the
and he
arm.
has the axe over his shoulder, you know?
Just like this. just carrying it.
Looking like a bamf.
All right. And so you guys end up getting over to the stable, and it's fairly busy. It's not constantly people coming in, but you can see every minute or so, you see just another carriage and another horse come in with some more people. It seems like this town is getting pretty busy for the celebration. And you guys approach the entrance to the stable.
I'm gonna look for the
stable boy.
the stable boy that I gave it.
You
Yeah.
see the stable boy.
Outside.
What?
I'm staying outside.
Oh.
All right.
You see the stable boy. He's sitting at a chair right outside. He's got a copper piece. He's just flipping it up in the air. He tries to spin it on one finger and it falls. And
Frank, should we give you a penny so you can do that?
No. Yeah, he's just sitting in a chair, not paying attention as people are just passing through. Just
And he
playing
hired me
copper
the one
piece.
to just go, hey!
Stable boy. That probably peaked the mic.
Good.
And he drops the copper piece on the ground. Oh, do you guys need to put? He notices you guys don't have a horse. Do you need to store anything here?
I have my.
He has a horse.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes, you last night. Yeah.
He gave you the tip. Come on.
And then
I need to collect the benches to give to the.
And your horse.
And just so you know, as you're looking at this,
Not for now.
Are we all carrying the benches instead of the
No,
horse?
I'm just gonna drag him in the cart.
No!
You're gonna drag.
the
I am
cart.
also a dragon. I
don't
can
care
do
if
it.
you're a dragon. If the horse can help us out and make it easier on all of us.
I had
bring
full
the
intention of
horse.
riding in that cart.
I was yeah, and they'd be like, yeah, if I don't have
Yeah,
to
I'll
walk
take the
also.
horse.
and
Good.
just so you guys know, this boy as well. He's got light black hair, and he's got tiny points on his ears. It doesn't look quite half elven. And then you see a woman come out. She's got dark like auburn hair down to her shoulders. She's got a tiny nose and thin lips, and she comes up and she's like, "Hi, so can I help you?"
I had
And
stored.
and the little boy turns, they stored benches here. This is the one. And she's like, okay, Colin, to the little boy, can you go get the horse for him? And he's like, yeah, Mom. And he runs into the stable. She's like, so, you're here to deliver the benches for the festival, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna
big
be,
order.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important and everything. We got the big celebration afterwards. It's gonna be a ceremony. So,
Burn at the end.
you guys all have, he looks at all you and everything. He
Put in the
notices
contract.
he notices Kyron and Knock are kind of on the young side, but he looks to
Yeah, those
Naresh,
walking away.
Bracket, and Jinrish. You guys been to this festival before?
I haven't been anywhere before.
Couple times.
You haven't been anywhere before. Well, you're somewhere right now, so.
My first time.
Yeah.
Well, this will be my second, and it is quite fun. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh, and this must be your first. She turns to you too.
Yeah. Yep.
They're supposed to haven't even been in a town before.
No,
Huh.
I've
Nope.
never been in a town.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can tell. You guys live over in the Shade Shower Forest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, and at this time, Colin comes up. He's got the horse. He's like,
Throwing me
"Ugh,"
off.
and
We've
the horse.
got like twigs in our hair.
The horse
I'm
is
like
a-
covered in leaves and dirt. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense.
The forest people.
The horse is kind of just like holding back a little bit. He's not really good at getting this horse out, but the horse soon sees Jinrash and shakes
Trots
a little
right
bit and comes out a little bit. The boy's like, "Here you go."
Thank you.
All right, and I believe Colin, you got money from them last night, right? And he's like, "Yeah, I believe so." I was like, "All right, well, you guys are all set."
I will be bringing my horse and carriage back afterwards.
Okay.
We'll be back in an hour or so.
Well, we hope to see you guys at the celebration. We'll be there.
Be there.
Hey, Callum.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries. All I ask is just like if you need to speak to somebody outside, just mute your mic at the moment.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No worries, dude. First session, Nat Disaster. So yeah,
Always disaster.
so the boy pulls out the horse, and the cart is attached to the horse already. You guys look on the back, and there seems to be about a dozen finely crafted benches. They're nothing intricate about them. They don't look
Yeah.
royal or regal in any way.
Part of the
They just
contract.
definitely look really
Okay.
well made.
Okay.
It seems like a waste.
Pet the horse.
Is that so you get one every? You have to make them every
Make
year.
an animal handling check.
Yeah.
No, that's smart. Maybe we should go into business with you. I like
That's
your plans.
good. 8.
8. The horse sees you
I'm
and
so small.
the horse sees you and just like shakes a little bit and takes a few steps back.
So can it be like, considering I have I have proficiency in animal handling, don't I?
So
can I go to pet the horse?
Go ahead.
I have to roll 2, right?
Yep.
Plus what?
6.
So 21.
So the horse backs away from Knock a little bit, and then you walk up and just slowly start like petting the side of the horse with a smile, and it calms down and.
Like, come on, she's bigger.
And then can I turn to him
More
and be
ways than
like,
one.
when we start going, can I sit on top of the cart?
Okay.
Sick.
We all
That would
pile
be fun.
on the cart. Make this
Do you
faster.
want to sit on top with me?
Yeah.
All right.
I like climb up.
So me and Nock just climb the cart and sit on top and just wait for us to move.
Alright.
Hold on.
And Jinrash, I'm assuming you're getting to steer the cart and everything
Yeah.
like you have.
If it's a 2-seating cart, I'm gonna sit next to you in front.
While
Enough
Naresh is gone, I'm assuming like he did in the other pre-session that he's gonna get on the cart as well. So everybody gets in the cart and you start steering the horse in the direction. There's
And I'm just playing my ukulele on top of the.
You need to bring the ukulele.
I should bring the ukulele next session.
the way that you see
It would add.
the way you can tell from all the traffic is that all the people are going up the path and then taking a left. So you're assuming that's where the festival would end up being.
Do I see anything
Center of town.
cool?
Mm-hmm. On the way.
Yeah. Do we see any of us see anything cool?
See
All right. So the horse just starts trotting along. You're riding the carriage, and you guys, anybody who would like to, just so you know, Naresh, you guys are in the carriage heading towards the festival's grounds now. Anybody who wants to look at the scenery as you are going, roll a perception check.
I would like.
Are we all right on the perception?
17.
8.
Give me a sec.
10.
I got an 8, which means I'm probably just paying more attention to playing the ukulele than anything else.
9. So I'm.
I got a 20.
All right. So for everybody who rolled below a 15 and everything, you guys notice to your left, the only distinguishing feature really is you see a few trees and everything, and then beyond it you can see some hills. Both Nock and Naresh can see beyond on some of the hills. There's a man up on the hill, and he seems to be affixating some sort of structure. It looks like a post with then a circular area attached to the top of it. And if you look at the hill beyond it, it looks like there's another one. And then another one already put in place. Further up the path, you can start hearing some music playing a little bit. And as the path, as you guys go further along the path, you can start seeing tents. Auburn, orange, and brown roof tents and everything cover some parts of the path. Not on the hills themselves, but around them.
So it'd be like, I got really, really excited, so I stood up on the cart, and then I fell off the cart.
Wait, are we at speed? Because that means she would actually take damage.
I'm good. No, it's a small
it's
speed
like-
and everything.
It's a walk. So it's like I got really, really excited, stood up really way too quickly, and then just fell backwards off the cart.
I'm gonna say just to
Are
see
you
if you can
okay?
catch yourself. Hold on, I'm just gonna see if she can catch herself. Roll an acrobatics check.
She should
Oh,
realistically
wait.
have negative acrobatics.
+1.
So 16.
16. You're on the edge of the car. If you're doing, you start going whoa, and you start leaning back a little bit, and you're able to stay on the cart itself.
I grab her hand. I'm like, sit down.
I'm like, but look at the tent.
I know it's very cool, but you don't need to fall.
What
You
don't
gotta
I
be
fall?
careful. We don't want you falling and getting hurt and trampled. There's a lot of people behind us as well.
Yeah,
It's
what
a
if you got
daily
lost?
thing. It's a daily thing. Y'all are way too worried. It's a daily. I'm
Yes,
so used to
but we don't want you getting trampled. There's a lot of
Do you
people.
see what's in my hair? I get
I
trampled
get
by
that.
animals on a daily. People can't be much worse.
Well, there's also the horses and the carriages and all the other people.
Yeah, I don't really want tire marks on my face.
Exactly.
That's
So
fair.
be careful.
That's fair.
Stacey.
I don't want wheel marks on my face.
And as you guys get further, all of you guys begin to see on top of those tents.
that
and
you?
everything.
Huh?
Is that you?
No.
Casey's. you do it. So as you guys get further along the path, you guys can notice in the distance, around where it seems these things are focused, there seems to be a structure. It's a giant rectangular structure that's peeking out around some stone fences. On top of that structure, there is a woman standing. It's not a real woman, just a stone statue of a woman that goes about 20 feet further high. And she's holding her hand out in front of her. Inside of it, inside of the hand, seems to be a jar. And then,
But I'm carrying the jar.
and
The
then,
fuck is with that shit?
and then on, and then on the stone, as you guys approach, and you notice the stone statue that she's standing on top of, there's a symbol on top of the stone statue. What it looks like to be is 2 claws in a way, one going up and one going down in a kind of yin yang
I would say
swirl
like the
kind of
yin
thing.
yang symbol.
Around the claws swirls what can only be perceived as somewhat of a, looks like maybe a cloud of smoke or mist swirling around them, and then in the center at one of the at the mist is one black orb.
Do I recognize this symbol at all?
Roll a history check.
Okay.
Can I also do that as a person who has no clue what's going on?
13.
Yeah,
You do with
Can I roll one?
yeah. Anybody who wants to roll a history
Well,
check can.
I do it with a 0 because I don't know anything. I don't negatively know things.
13.
5.
20.
Nat 20.
Oh, yeah. Wait, actually, might be technically perception,
I
right?
got a 19.
There's history.
History.
I think it's a plus
Should
one.
it still be
supposed to
a
be on-
0 because he can't remember anything?
I can learn stuff.
Let me get to that and everything. What'd you get?
I got a
Ken?
5.
5. So you have never seen
Never
anything
seen it.
like this.
You've almost
and-
forgotten about it.
You, as well, have never seen it, but you have heard about this statue just from people who would pass by in words in the area of your tribe. Nat 20, you've never seen it before, but you know it is of you feel like it's of extreme importance to you. For some reason, you do not know why. Naresh, you definitely know of this symbol, and this symbol.
19.
Yep, you definitely know of this symbol. This symbol is the representation of Aylios' seal. What did you roll again?
I didn't roll.
You didn't roll.
Nope.
Okay.
Brian doesn't care. He's focused on the horse and going doop ba 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 dee doop.
And as you guys approach a little bit, you can see off to the left as this tower is to your right. You look to your left, and there's a big space, and then there's a stage. The stage is already set up, and in front of the stage, you can see a few musicians. One looks like to be someone who plays a little bit of the drums, one who plays a guitar, and then one who doesn't have an instrument at all. On top of the stage, you see a dwarf who has a rough beard. You can tell it used to be red, but it's starting to turn gray in his old age. And on top of there with him is a tall, with very good posture, what looks to be very similar to Bracket, so you can only assume to be an Aasimar. He's got long black hair, and you can't, as you guys approach even closer, you can notice that he has very piercing eyes. He's
So
very
we all just-
solid.
Me and Nock just sat really straight up
sit
to
up
make
straight.
sure that we're like the same posture as him.
Both of them are on top of the stage barking orders around, so they do seem to be of importance.
Me and Nock are being assholes.
Is he trying to stick it on me?
Hey, I'm Brian.
I'm gonna go towards him. I'm driving towards him because I know I have to deliver this somewhere.
He doesn't care. He has benches to deliver.
Yeah.
So you're going up to them?
Yeah. I'm driving the car as close as I can to them because I know they have to go somewhere over there.
And
A lot of people.
Do we,
Over there.
do we stop next to them?
Yes.
As you approach next to it, the dwarven man on top of the stage, Oi! Yeah, you must be the one delivering the benches, right? From
Yeah.
Balthus?
Yes, that's me.
Alright, thank you much.
Where would you like them?
If you can help us, and the Aasimar comes down and everything from the stage, I'll help as well. Yeah, if you can just line them up in front of the stage, we're gonna have 2 rows of 6 just coming out. Try to evenly space them out and everything. Yeah, I'm Zarek Elton. I'm the mayor here.
Oh, we have something
We
for
have
ya.
something for you.
You
You're
have
supposed to
something
say
for
in
me.
unison. Try that
Yeah.
again.
And we grab.
We
I
like,
like- I
both
like-
run to him. No, we run to him and be like, "Where'd you put the jar?"
You can't see it. I'm still holding it.
You've been
Okay.
holding it while riding.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not that
Can I
difficult.
please have the jar?
You that bam.
Pass the jar.
So now I'm holding the
This
jar.
is for you.
And then me and her just go.
And he just looks. Oh, and even the Asmar who's now standing next to you, just like, you're just carrying that around with you.
We've kept it
How
very
else were we gonna
safe. I was
it
told
to?
to bring
Just
it
quick-
here.
just- okay. And then the Asmar is like, yes. We're not gonna keep it here at the moment. If you can, how well do you guys know this city?
Not
Not
at
No.
I'm here a couple times.
I enjoy the
I come
group
here like
answer.
once a
Can you
year.
Stop wasting the stick.
It's only one.
You might not know if you only passed by here before.
I only come in once a year. I have to make the delivery.
He goes
yearly.
down the street, drops off the benches, leaves. That's his whole dealio.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing right?
Delio.
Cool.
What I do?
You guys-
Where are we? What time are we in again?
Very early
Where,
times.
where there's no Delio.
Delio.
Oh, but that's the glory of D&D. Use whatever lingo you want.
Delio.
Lingo.
You've used words that don't exist yet.
I went,
Yeah!
There's no arrow.
It makes no sense.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So he turns and he's just like,
oh wait.
do you guys know the Hunters Branch Tavern?
yeah, we were just there.
Also.
Perfect.
Also.
Yes.
Also.
Do you want me to just keep carrying it? I'll carry
Stop
it.
talking.
Quickly, what?
Technically, I'm supposed to be really, really good with memorizing maps and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent memory for maps and geography.
Yep,
So, like,
you-
technically, I can just be like, just tell me where I need to go. Give me the simple directions, right, left, whatever it needs to look like, and I'll remember.
Mm-hmm. Callum just got knocked out of the call.
Uh-oh.
We'll make a quick pause.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone.
No worries.
I had to walk 2 feet.
This is the problem of low
This is
budget
the disaster.
It's okay.
This
I
is not
used
just
to
low budget
pee.
games. This is the problem with almost all calls, things like
Quick
this.
break.
Intermission.
You want me to put an intermission up? I can do
No,
that.
just we're gonna do an intermission in a bit. Just try to get Callum back on the call.
Oh, he's currently trying to call, it seems.
No, easy enough.
Of course, I don't have that page up anymore.
How do you spell Zurich Elton?
Yeah, I guess
The way
that
you
was-
spell it is ZOREKELTYN.
I know, but it won't let me do
Zoric
it.
Elton.
I can't get into this. I need to be
Okay.
on this page for him to do it.
Zurich Elton.
So,
Okay. And
decline.
Farror? Farrier?
Fayror.
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 I'll call back right now.
Okay, thank you. Trying to take somewhat good notes.
Sorry,
Yeah,
everyone.
I appreciate it.
Sorry, everyone.
We apologize. Low budget.
It's not taking
and
their mic.
we need a better Wi-Fi.
That's very loud.
Oh my god. Are we both trying to call each other?
Sorry
Yep.
about the sound, everybody.
Asia, the name you came up with was on brand.
Disaster.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till he calls us and I will answer the call.
Okay. Well, it's not too important what goes on for everybody to hear. So
What?
especially since he was talking to,
Where?
oh, he's talking to Jinrash as well.
Mhm.
So we'll wait for Brian to get back.
No.
Should not be too long. Thank you guys for your patience here. I assume over time we're gonna get a lot better equipment.
Well, this is not new equipment. Skype would have done this too.
Better Wi-Fi.
Actually, sorry. No, Skype would have just laughed at you, turned off the audio and the video, and like, ah, you want to use professional service? We don't care.
And unfortunately, we do not have somebody running our tech who's outside of the game. So
Okay, I'm gonna try and call him and see if it pops up. Sorry, everyone. Or I can send temporarily mute.
this must be entertaining for you guys all to watch.
Okay.
Okay, so we're back.
Did you get Callum?
Oh.
No, we're back on audio. I don't have Callum yet.
Hey.
Something
what
is
do you
going
mean?
very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you can. Just try again. I couldn't answer the call because I wasn't on the right page.
Try calling one more time.
I need to be on the page I can accept on. I wasn't on it.
God.
I do something. I'm bored.
Natural disaster.
Yep.
That's what we're good at.
We knew all this was gonna be a train wreck, but it's fun.
The problem is it's trying to call me on every other one of my devices, probably.
Yeah. Are you?
It's calling in right now.
Okay, I'll wait.
I know no one probably cares as much as I do, but does everyone know that Steven Universe the movie is going to be a musical featuring Chance the fucking Rapper?
What?
Chance the Rapper is going to be part of Steven Universe the movie.
Who's he gonna be?
Universe.
It's a Cartoon Network show that I'm in love with.
Callum.
We got Callum back.
Do we have Callum?
Hello?
If we have
We have a black screen.
I think so.
Oh! We're back.
Yes.
We have returned.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off. No, he's gonna want to see our video. Damn it.
Sorry, everybody.
Hooray!
Yeah, we apologize, but anyway, who stayed here with us, thank you so much.
We actually only lost a viewer, so that's pretty good. Good viewer retention. Thank you, everyone. We only lost 1/7 of you.
I still don't know who that is.
Oh, who's talking? Neither do I.
It's whatever. So, sit back down.
I will. I'm trying to figure out where the trash can is. I want to fill this out.
So,
Both missed.
There's a pocket right here.
I'm not putting in your
Works.
pocket.
so bringing this
Sorry
back.
about that, guys.
No worries. Bringing this back into the session.
Yep.
So the Asmar is just like, okay, you guys know where the Hunter's Branch Tavern is. Okay.
Yep.
If you guys go, pass down that path. You go over a bridge, and that path will take you up. There's this little rock wall and a path that goes up between it. A giant tree. You cannot miss it. There's somebody there. Her name is Muri.
Movie?
Muri.
Movie?
Muri.
Movie. Okay.
Please tell me that like that conversation really
Yeah.
happened.
We're stupid, okay?
I'm not the brightest.
Okay,
And
I
couldn't understand.
Like, rapt attention.
Yeah,
because
same.
I am a ranger. God damn it.
And the ranger's just like, please, bring that jar to her.
Yep.
She will
Muri,
hold on
rock
to
wall,
it.
giant tree, Muri.
She will hold on to it into the ceremony.
Okay.
Do you want us to put the benches down first, though? Or
Yes.
at least unload
Yes.
them?
How about,
put the benches
how about
down.
you guys do the benches?
You
We'll
guys
do the
walk that
jar.
down?
We'll go do the.
We'll go to the jar.
We'll do the jar. We'll meet up
Okay.
with you at some point later. You guys seem cool.
Okay, just meet back here.
We'll be back here. All right.
Okay.
So we'll be back.
Cool.
All right, Naresh,
Head
where
out.
are you going? Are you going with the girls or staying with the guys?
Yeah, you want to come with us, Naresh?
What? Your hands.
Deciding?
Very close.
Fuck it, I'll go with the girls.
Alright, so basically to like use the vines.
Yeah,
I
let's
use
do
the
it.
vines on my armor to wrap
Let's go
around
deliver a
the
jar.
Make sure their jars secure to my back.
Okay.
I'll help out with that because I have hempen rope, so I'll use.
So
Some of my
we
rope
should
to help.
secure the jar to my back.
Carry it.
Nope.
You're
I
good.
secure it to
They're
my back.
independent women.
I'm
Okay,
They're
thank you.
and independent women.
So I help her tie it.
Yeah. And then we wrap it around me, and because it's more than half of my height.
So I just start playing like a lively fiddle tune as we walk towards the.
Is are you giving her
Raw
bardic
raw.
inspiration so she's stronger?
So that way I don't trip over every
Do you want a lively fiddle tune?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's just
As long as it's not too loud.
None of my face.
Oh yes, I can bardically inspire you.
There's no checks going on, so you can.
Yeah,
but
I think that might
Oh,
be
play
unnecessary.
a lovely fiddle tune.
Oh, I left my phone over there. I don't need it.
So we head off in the directions that he told us.
and just as you guys start walking off, and he starts playing his fiddle a little bit, he gets a few glares from the. He gets a few glares from the people with the instruments. The guitarist, the vocalist, and the drummer.
That might be too loud, Callum. Turn it down a little bit.
This is also a test stream for knowing how loud things can be. So thank you guys.
I think we should stop the film music. It sounds very bad on stream.
Okay. Callum.
Callum, pause the music.
Oh, the delay.
I gotta turn the music down.
Or off. It's echoing really. The music. Your voice is fine, but the music is echoing through the stream real bad. It sounds horrible. I just put the headphones on. I'm like,
Alright, I'm sorry.
No.
no, it's okay. We just didn't know it would be bad.
Alright, so as
That's good.
the girls and Naresh walk off with the jar.
Yep.
Bracket and Jinresh, What are you doing here?
I'm unloading them.
We're unloading the benches.
Okay. So Zarek Elton comes down, and he actually helps with the you guys.
As does the other
Yes,
Asimar.
and he introduces himself. Sorry, I am the town, the captain here of the guard. My name is Non-Vocal.
That's an interesting name. I'm Bracket.
Brackets. That's also an interesting name.
Yes.
Well, we need to quickly set this up. So you guys start going onto there, and Zarek Elton and Non-Vocal help. You guys all get up the benches and line up in the perfect order that Zarek Elton wanted them in. Perfect. This is where the ceremony at the end of the day is going to take place. We want to make sure everything is good here. And you start seeing people start setting up tents around the benches themselves. The people setting up, they look a little bit grumpy. They got like little eyebrows arched and everything. They're
like an anime.
They're not all that well dressed and everything too. They've got plain.
So they look almost like slaves
features and everything. Not slaves, but they're
definitely not happy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They're definitely the poor class.
Right. Well,
we're definitely above them.
And then
I kid.
And then Zarek Elton turns to you guys and like, well, the festivities will start in about an hour, 2 hours maybe at max. If there's anything else you guys want to help out with, you can. Otherwise, there are still some shops open up in the village if you want to look around.
Yeah, we're gonna go meet up with the girls. Make sure they're all okay.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that jar got where it's supposed to be if it's that important based on how you spoke about it.
Like I said, just go down, Nons over here said, just go down the path past Hunter's Branch, over the bridge, and you'll see the winding path up to the tree. It's hard to miss.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna walk the horse to the stable first, and we're gonna go to the.
All right.
Go follow
Riding.
towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna ride to the horse to the stable. Yeah.
We might catch them.
Well, you're taking the horse at a normal pace, as there are people coming towards you on the path, and you do not want to run over anybody.
Y'all are awful.
Do you want to run? Oh, this can get really interesting real fast.
This could change the whole plan.
Real fast.
DM's like, great, and now you have to have
They never
encounters
meet
with
up
other
us, make
people.
them jail.
Yeah,
Just
no, we're
broadsword out. Do 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 do. We're not doing that. That's inappropriate.
No.
Good.
That's how you go to jail.
Yeah, and
That's
you just
how
you just made friends with the
The
captain,
the captain of the
mayor.
guard
Yeah.
and the mayor. We just walk away and just start slaughtering people down the lane.
So, Kyron,
Not
Nock,
Karen was given on that day.
Dear God. It's
Kyron,
me,
Nock,
Asia.
and Naresh. So you guys are going back down the path, and you soon pass by the Hunter's Branch again. And now that you're paying attention to your surroundings instead of the children who had stolen gold from you, you can look up and you can see a tree that is much larger than the rest.
Giant tree, where
and
is
everything.
Lori?
Got my eye on it, and
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, that way.
You quickly go over and you pass. You can see to the right, it seems like there's a little market over there. There's a few stalls and everything, and there's a few people, but not too many right now, as most of the traffic is going over to the festival at the time. And you cross over the bridge soon after. Very quickly after the bridge, you can see there is a rock wall a few feet after it, going off in either direction, I'd say about 20 feet high. And on there, you can see normal trees around as well. And the path starts winding up through the rock wall.
Okay, so we follow the path so as not to have to climb the wall.
Yeah. So when
You
you
don't want
get
to be on top of the wall.
Probably not a great idea with a
The
very
average
Even
height.
though you guys can't
The average height.
I'm literally a
3 feet is a little over
I'm
average.
a 5 foot tall druid with a 3 foot tall jar on my back. I'm not climbing a wall.
and,
Who's clumsy?
and
Like, who's clumsy? Exactly.
and Naresh, a dark elf, is carrying a giant coffin on his back.
Yeah, so I don't think you guys should go
Yeah, he'll
dance
be
on
fine.
the wall. Dude, let's take the horse on the wall. Let's see if
Well,
we
I
can
could
do it.
climb that wall, Brian. You know I could.
Everybody can climb that wall.
Whether or
But
not you
it's
should
just-
is a different conversation.
So you guys get up past the winding path, and you notice this enormous tree. You two have seen trees bigger than this before, as you guys did grow up in the Shade Shower Forest, and there is one of the biggest tree in the area called Nature's Source. You guys know this very well.
Yes.
But this tree, I'd say, is probably 4 times bigger than any other tree in this area right now. So it towers over everything else. It's much wider. And in the front, there's a door with a handle carved into it.
So I probably look at her and be like, do you think we should knock?
Yeah, I think we should.
The second...
Knock.
Ha!
Hey, knock. Do you think we should knock?
Hey, knock. You should knock. Knock. Knock.
I do it.
And,
Naruto
You
school.
guys aren't even there yet.
I
So-
don't care. It's funny still.
And then
I wonder how the mic picked that up.
And then can I turn around so that like my back is facing the door, but I'm looking over my shoulder, just smiling, just making sure that the first thing she sees is the jar on my back. So I'm just like sitting there like this.
You definitely can.
That's how I'm standing. It's just my back to the door.
Oh, thank
my
God, I
head
didn't
up
peek
to
the
her
mic.
side.
Standing.
And she's sitting with her like, hands
So-
on her
Hands
hips.
on my hips. I'm like,
So you guys wait a few seconds in your stance, just waiting, and nobody comes to answer the door.
okay, is the door locked?
No. You try the handle, and
Yeah.
no. It is not locked, but you open up,
I'm
and
gonna say, knock probably just
There's-
burst through.
you open the door.
I'll open the door. I'll go, hey, Muri?
Muri?
Mm.
You here?
And there's no response. Make a
I
survival
just
check.
say, is anybody home?
Ooh, okay. +5. 24.
So there's nobody inside, but you look down and you see giant, not giant level, but giant footsteps, round
I
and
hope.
circular with a little thing that come from the door, and they walk.
So the
towards
first thing she
forest.
does is put her arm in front of me,
Yeah.
and I just look down and go, what?
You would have tripped.
The footsteps are probably, I'd say, about probably like a 1.5 feet in diameter.
Can I see anything else in the chamber? I have dark vision.
The chamber
see the
itself
dark
isn't
too.
dark inside. It
Okay.
seems like it's a normal home. There's a fireplace in the corner, a few chairs inside, one large wooden carved rocking chair, and then a few steps going up to the right that go upstairs. And these steps, looks like if you look inside with that survival as well, you can see on the rug there are big steps on there as well,
Okay,
like the same
can
type
I,
of footprints. And
Oh,
at this,
God damn it. We lost Callum again.
at this time, Jinrish and Bracket are making their way up the path as well.
Can I see how long ago these were?
I'm gonna run to catch up.
Because I think Natural Explorer.
Yep, well, Natural Explorer typically
Yeah,
works
that's if an
in,
hour or more, which
yeah.
isn't now.
and it
but-
typically works in nature and everything. Also, Colin, you moved my camera a little bit.
I'm sorry. There's kind of more
important Colin.
things like Callum.
Or would my
Callum,
previous
Cal-
survival
Colin. Yep.
check help with that?
Yeah,
There
and
we
you
go.
can tell that these tracks, they're pretty fresh. Like within, I'd say, you can tell within the past probably 20, 30 minutes these tracks were made.
Okay, so once the Resh is back,
Yep, we'll pick
follow
right
this.
back up there.
Do I see them?
Yeah, you guys are, you guys get
I'm
up
gonna
the
run to
track.
catch up.
Okay.
Instead of just walking, I'm just gonna run to
We're
catch
going
up.
to like switch to Skype. It doesn't work.
Ow!
there's Discord.
We can't find each other in Discord for some reason.
Huh.
Our Discords won't see each other. Which both of us have ourselves on public, not private, so there's no reason for it not to
Natural
work.
disaster.
This is why we've tried to set up extras. Do we have them?
Yeah.
Yay!
Alright, we got you. I just wanted to make sure.
Whoa.
I was on the phone with him. Alright.
Do we have audio? Do we have you, Mr. Callum?
Yes. Yeah.
Alright.
Yay! Okay, cool.
Conlon, do not trip on this.
The footsteps are what?
So so just what you miss
There's
and
very
everything.
big footsteps.
About 1.5 feet in diameter, and Jinresh and Bracket are coming back up the trail. I would say you guys have already deposited your horse and the wagon back at the stable with Maka and Colin.
Okay.
Yes.
It still keeps confusing me.
So
Do
now
we see
everyone
them?
is
Are
caught
they
up.
near us yet? Or?
Jinresh just rushed
So he
up to
ran
try to
after
catch
us.
up with you
Alright.
guys.
Hi. We're gonna follow these tracks.
Okay.
Do you want to wait for Bracket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Should we
So
be
follow-
ready for in case emergencies?
Like
Just,
probably.
be on guard.
Okay.
I
I'm
run
gonna
up
pull
all-
out
It might
my.
be fine. It might be fine. I don't
But
know.
be on guard.
So,
I'm-
I'm gonna sling my axe and pull out the hatchet that's on my hip.
Okay.
and we're gonna follow the tracks.
Brian,
Yes.
I'm going to set my hand against the open doorway and push.
The door. Sorry, they had already. Oh, you're putting it against the open doorway. Yes. You try to put your hand up against the doorway, and your hand does not go further into the room. It stops right at the entrance.
Do we see that?
Are you guys?
Do we see that?
Do we see that?
Fuck are you doing?
If anybody who was looking at Naresh, because you guys just started going after the trail, did you guys look back?
Me and you probably were already going.
I probably didn't look back.
Yeah, neither of us probably looked back.
And you guys,
I'm waiting for him.
So
I'm
he's
looking.
outside, so he sees it.
Well, did you guys already start following the girls down the track?
No,
he's
I'm waiting for him.
Bracket.
No, I'm just catching up to him because I was
Okay,
over there.
yeah.
Because I was over there.
Well,
looking.
probably saw that.
Jinrish, make a perception check because you're still catching up. You're a little further away. Make one at disadvantage.
Okay. I need to figure out. I just put my die I just had.
17.
Make one at disadvantage.
Yeah,
Well, that wasn't that 20.
One more time.
This is gonna be a 1.
Also, my passive perception is 13.
9.
Don't know if that matters.
I see something, but not much, right?
Passive perception typically
write down
helps
his nat
a little
20?
bit.
That'd be
I don't know.
19.
I think I'm gonna count if it's actually one that counts and
damn.
everything on the thing. But Bracket, you do not notice, but you notice him going up to the door and his hand forward. His hand doesn't seem to go further in, but
I can't tell.
It just
But I
stops
can't
the
tell if he
door.
chose to
You
do that or
don't
not.
see anything abnormal with it. It's just he puts his hand forward and he stops it at the door.
Okay.
His hand does not go further.
Yeah, I definitely have a 19.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, of course. I realized.
Why didn't you try to go through? Aren't you gonna follow?
It's impolite to enter a residence without first being invited.
They're not going into the residence, by the way. They're following the tracks outside around the tree now.
Oh, I'd like to do that as well then.
Cool. We, as the three of us, go and follow the girls now. Now they've gone off on their adventures and who knows where.
Like 50 feet.
We're
Yeah.
we're way ahead. We're like not jogging, but we're like fast at it.
The ones who said they're going cautiously at first.
Oh no,
I
I probably
cautiously.
no. We
Oh, I
never
thought-
said cautiously.
okay.
We just said
They're cautiously
we're
looking
gone.
in. They're kind of...
Like we looked in, she protected me, and then we both went go.
Yeah.
All right. So it doesn't take too long before the rest of you guys catch up with the girls. If you guys try to catch up by going at a slightly faster pace, and it takes about I'd say it takes about 10 minutes before ahead of you can start seeing the trees start to clear, and it looks like there's a spring of some sorts up ahead.
I hate you.
I will call out, Maury.
And as soon as you start breaking the tree lines, you notice a figure over to the left. And this is a large, gray-skinned, elephant-looking humanoid called a loxodon.
Okay.
Love Loxodons!
This creature's got very big ears, a long trunk as you would imagine with an elephant,
Oh my god.
and wearing very silken robes.
So he looks nice, like he looks semi-formal.
She.
I'll say,
She? Okay, whatever. She
are
looks...
You Maury?
Are you
And that-
Maury?
And looking over in that area, you guys quickly see the Loxodon was leaning on a knee down at the spring, and you see the water near her just quickly swivel a little bit as if something went
I
down.
scared something. Oh no. I tell Bracket, I say, put your mouse away.
Oh.
And the mouse that's been sitting on your shoulder just quickly
Scurries into the chainmail.
into the chainmail and
Okay,
everything. Mhm.
Okay.
And
And I'm probably just standing there like with my head cocked, be like,
Hi.
"Is that Maury?"
Are you Maury?
hi, yes, I am Muri.
And then
can
I
I
turn really
help
quickly
you?
and just go, "Bah." And like
We got the jar. The mayor
have the
said
jar.
bring you the
Oh,
jar.
You guys brought the jar of preservation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yes.
important thing that we were
and
told
I'm
was
probably
important.
I'm still like this with my thumbs up, like, yeah.
Well, I thank you. This is
literally what we look
this is
like.
probably one of the most important artifacts here.
Cool.
And me and her slowly, like,
He
we're
walks-
doing it very carefully,
Yeah, I
taking
help-
all the vines
I
up to make
help
sure I
her
can
take
take
the
it off my
vines
back.
down.
I'm gonna grab it just so in case you.
He's holding the bottom
Yeah,
so it
yeah,
doesn't
we take the
fall.
Yeah, he's
vines
making sure it
off.
doesn't fall.
Just in case.
I retie my rope and put it back on
I
my
feel like
back.
the armored guard
Then
that
I
we
used
used to
my
walk over
vines
here was
on
excessive.
my
Whatever.
Hey,
And
It was safe.
and Muri ends up taking the jar from you and has a basket about the size of the jar and just puts it in there.
Oh.
And I just go,
That's
perfect
a
fit.
nice basket.
It's almost as if I designed it for it.
Did you make it? That's cool.
I did.
That's really cool.
She did say she designed it.
Well, maybe she designed it and had someone else make it. I don't know.
China doesn't exist here.
That's very cool.
Anyways, sorry to be rude. I was just, I like spending time at this spring. And yes, what are all of your names?
I'm Knock.
I am Kyron.
Bracket.
My name is Jinrosh.
I'm Naresh.
He's pretty cool. He's tall.
Well, it is nice to meet all of you.
Nice to
And
meet you too.
Did the camera move slightly?
yes, it did move
How
slightly.
much taller is she than Knock?
Muri stands about 4 times the size of Nock.
So Knock's just like
straight up like.
And now, thinking back at it, you realize the door was pretty big as well. It was
Oh.
larger than normal-sized doors and
So
everything.
how did you reach the handle?
You knocked. You
So-
knocked on the
Yeah,
actual
but she
door.
opened the door.
I did open.
She opened the door. How
I'm-
did she reach the handle?
The handle itself probably stands, I'd say, on the door, maybe 6 feet up, so you could
Yeah.
have jumped.
On my
But that was
toes.
my fault for missing that detail.
Hi. Hi, Dad.
So yeah, I'm just like. Sorry, we've just never met anybody like you before.
Oh,
Very
there's-
tall.
There's not many of me around here, little one.
It's
Cool.
fine.
Are you all going to be joining at the festivities?
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe we have to be
Yeah.
there soon,
We've
based
never
on
been.
Clocks and times and things.
yeah, the clocks
Yeah,
we don't
really
have.
want to go.
Yeah. Well, there is still some time. I hope you guys do find time to maybe look around the village, as I don't think I've seen any of your faces before.
That's because we're
I've
new.
been here a couple of times.
We
Oh.
haven't been to a
Yeah, he's the bench delivery guy.
First town.
Well,
Yeah.
I do recommend some shops if you want to go. There are some places.
We're
You
supposed
know
to
the
go to
big
that
fire
magic.
at the end of the festival? Yeah, that's me. That's my supply. I got you.
Mhm.
Burns the
Do you know where
benches.
the magic shop is?
Yes, there are several magic shops.
There's more than one?
Yes.
How exciting!
There's they all specialize in different aspects. Do you guys know where the Hunters branch?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, we
We're
stayed
staying.
there. All of us
Asking
did.
that.
I'm sure you might have noticed while walking by. There's one building. It's called Trell's Trinkets.
Charles Trinkets.
Trell
Oh,
is,
I want to go there first.
Trell is very interesting. She makes very useful magical items, though she is pretty pricey.
I got the
We'll
money.
make it work.
Let me get a magic thing.
And
I hope I
then
didn't peek the mic.
there's also Maka's Mysteries.
Ooh,
Maka is an interesting one as well.
I like that one.
And then Fenn's Fantasies doesn't sell magical items, but if you're looking for potions of any kind,
Ooh,
What kind of potions are we talking here?
probably.
well,
Probably healing.
Hopefully, health ones
Do
and
we like
stuff. You know?
healing potions?
yeah, yes.
Do they have potions that can make you fly?
I do not know.
Do they love potions?
I only
Oh my god! You guys used to keep on asking
Those-
these questions.
Oh, also,
yes.
what do her eyes look like?
The Muri's
Yeah,
eyes?
how big are they?
They're bigger than the average eyes, but they are the right size for her head.
Are they
and
an
everything.
interesting color?
They are brown,
You
but
just need
there's
to see if you
also
wrote
a
this down.
mix. There's also a mix of like auburn inside of it and everything.
Okay.
It's a nice like swirl.
Okay.
hmm
That's it.
Yeah, I do not know all of the potions. I only go to Fenn's Fantasies. They sell this particular water that I really do enjoy.
What kind of water is it?
It's this water right here, and my friend out here is very particular about it.
Your friend.
Your
Yeah,
friend.
Who's your friend?
My friend is very shy.
Oh, that's fine.
It's understandable.
I'm scared.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's probably my fault. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Kind of loud.
Nari, and Muri turns into the water and starts calling out this name.
No.
Nari, are you still there? I think they're friends. You don't have to hide. And
Can I just be like,
very quiet.
yeah, and we just say
We all go dead
perfectly
silent.
still, like,
you see in the center of the spring, there seems to be a patch of land. On there, you can make out what looks to be graves of some sort. It seems to be, I believe, 4 graves on there. And then the water right in front of it starts to ripple, and then the water comes out a little bit, and you see a child figure, but made completely out of water.
I whisper, I'm sorry I scared you.
A water elemental.
I whisper, I'm sorry I scared you before.
Nari, it's fine. These are friends, and you can see from the figure it still shrinks down a little bit.
can I whisper to her, be like, we are friends, I promise.
Can I play her a lively tune?
Go ahead, roll a performance check.
I'm scared.
You're gonna
Yeah.
scare her.
Yeah. Okay. I got an 18.
All right, you start playing your fiddle a little bit, and Nari doesn't react much, but you can see Nari has not rescinded into the water yet. She starts cocking her head a little bit.
I smile at her as I play.
Mm-hmm.
She's nice.
She looks back and cocks her head in the other direction, and you hear and everybody else just hears like a little water rippling and everything, but Kyron can actually hear.
I can hear her. Heck yeah.
Just home.
Home. Is that all she says is the word home?
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to ask her where her home is?
You ask, and everybody else hears Kyron speak in the language that you can't understand, and Nari just
That's new.
shakes down and goes back into the water, and you can't see anymore.
No! Come back.
You scared her.
Don't take offense. No, you guys are. It's a rare sight that Nari will actually come out for anybody else. She's very shy. She's only been here for a few months. I don't know where she came from. She wasn't here before, but
Can I? You said that she came she showed up a few months ago.
yes.
You want me like the taps?
Can I ask what the graves are?
I have one.
Yeah, you can ask her.
Yeah. What are the graves? Like,
The-
what are those?
these are like probably about 20 to 30 feet out from the lake from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in this village, I have a very sacred role. I am the one here who makes sure the seal stays sealed. And those are the graves of those who have come before me.
What seal?
Did you not go to the festival yet? I thought you had,
We did.
We showed up, but we didn't get told anything.
well, you know that big structure that you saw there?
Yes.
The black
Statue?
seal. Yeah.
Yes, that is called Zytalia's Promise. I'm sure you guys have heard of Zytalia, one of the 6 heroes of old.
Yeah.
That statue is...
Bracket's like, what?
Well, I feel like I heard of it, but definitely don't remember it.
Well, that marks as the seal. I mean, this happened way before any of our times. But that is why the heroes came back after they sealed away Aylios.
Interesting.
I make sure that seal stays sealed.
What
Every-
happens if the seal opens?
Well, theoretically, the tear to the gateway to the Blackened Tear will open back up, but everybody has always kept this thing sealed, and there's been no breaks in it ever since.
That's good.
Yes. Anyways,
Just because there hasn't been any doesn't mean that there never will be.
mhm.
Remember,
Why you gotta
always
be like
be
that?
cautious.
Why you gotta be like that?
Optimistic. My dragonborn friend.
You always have to plan for the worst.
That's why we
Hope
have
for the
swords
best.
and
Guys,
axes.
you're gonna scare Nari even more.
No worries. Nari will probably stay down there for a little bit. I had already given Nari some of the water she likes. Anyways, we should head back and everything.
Yeah.
The festival will start in probably an hour or so, so you guys can have time to look around if you would like.
Cool.
We're gonna go to that cool magic shop real quick, right now. Let's go.
3. All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we'll have time for one.
we'll see. We're gonna try and go to
We'll
one.
try to go all 3, but if we could only do one, we'll do one. We'll do the one
Let's
that's next to
go.
the end.
Yeah, the one next to the
Yeah.
end. That one that sounded
Charles-
interesting.
Charles
Charles
Trinkets.
Trinkets.
Yeah, we're gonna go. I like the
Go there
name.
first.
It's nice for alliteration, Brian.
They all had alliteration.
Every single one of them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because Brian.
I wrote them down.
All right. So as you guys get outside of the forest and everything, Muri does thank you all for bringing the jar to
I
me.
say thank you for taking care of it.
And I say, I'm really happy I didn't break it.
I'm very happy as well, but I do not think you would have been able to break this. This is a artifact that has been created by my god himself.
Oh.
Wow.
You know the legends, right? The jar of preservation made by Tyvorr at the beginning of creation.
Okay.
That's what I'm carrying?
That sounds
you did
important.
not know that this entire time?
No.
I was just told to bring this.
Wow.
And that
Okay.
it was important.
Wow. So we were like important.
Well, I mean,
Well, you
That's
were more
serious.
important,
I'm
but
about
like.
to say I'm the important. Like, we
I
are
guess
the
I
important.
should have been carrying it underneath
mostly-
my arm.
mostly Kyron.
Shit.
I'm saying like once we like us as a group when we came together we were important during that time.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, Bracken.
Fine.
You're not
Bracken
actually
just wants
important.
to be important.
Okay.
well, enjoy your time in the town, and I hope you guys enjoy the festivities when they start.
It's okay, you're one of us now.
And Murray opens up the door and goes inside. See you all later.
It's like,
Have a
is
good
like her
night.
chair super big? Like
Yes.
she has like a big.
Super
Excessively
big
large
rocking
chair, yeah.
I love it.
Have a good night.
I'm like a big.
More if you need a new one. I got you.
So you guys, where are you guys going now?
We're gonna go
head
to the-
to Trails Trinket.
But I think we should
Yeah.
pause before that and take an intermission.
All right. So yep, right here we're gonna take about a 5 to 10 minute intermission, just so we can refuel and any bathroom breaks that.
Let's
I
we
need
see.
water.
Oh,
So-
cool, that did transition. And we're gonna go mute. See you guys in a second.
Yep. See you guys in 5 maybe
Okay.
10 minutes.
audio on.
Alright.
Welcome back, everyone.
Back.
In 1 moment. Yeah, we're on right now.
Well, we are on right now. We can just begin talking. It's just we can't see ourselves on the stream.
So, welcome back. Your audio in the background's a little bit loud, Calvin, just so you know.
Yeah, what's going on in the background, Mr. Callum?
Who's breaking shit?
What's up?
Your
So-
What about
background
Mr.
audio-
Callum?
Background, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know whatever's on the background, but whatever's in the background is loud as heck.
You good?
My dog, maybe?
It's possible.
Possibility.
Alright.
That's copyrighted music.
It might
You
be
can't
bad.
play that. I'm gonna turn him down a little bit.
Alright.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, so you guys head back down the path, cross over the bridge, and you see the first building on your left, the one that was right next to the Hunter's Ranch Inn. And there's a sign on the front that does say, like Marie had said, Trell's Trinkets, and on the side of it, it looks like there's a pouch that's opened up and there's just coins and random items that look like they're coming out of the pouch itself. The door is closed and everything. The building is a orangish outside tone, and it kind of curves around to the end. If you look on beyond, it looks like there's a water wheel at the end of the building that connects to the river behind it.
Okay, I will go up and try the door. I'll go like this.
And before you even touch the knob, you can hear from inside, yes, come in.
Okay.
And I'm like,
I see her struggling to get the doorknob.
No, I'm fine.
I'm
I'm
just gonna
fine.
open it for her.
Oh, she got it. She got it. We're gonna let her.
And I'm
She's a
just
strong,
directly
independent halfling, and she don't need no man.
Yeah.
But
Directly behind
everyone
her.
needs help every now and then.
I'm probably
So
She'll
not-
ask for it.
That's a
When she
problem.
wants you to throw her across the freaking room, she'll ask. In a, like, you're gonna go stab someone way, not a gonna kill you way.
Can you imagine?
Okay.
Oh.
goodbye.
I go in.
And I'm like attached to her hip base because we walk together.
Walk in. Well, let's see what's in
And
there.
so all 5 of you guys walk in, and then you see a bunch of clatter everywhere. You
You
see
mean
over
clutter
to the
or clatter?
clutter. You see a bunch of clutter all over the place. There's boots and papers all over one desk, and more like bottles and alchemist supplies over on the right. And then at the end of it, you just see this giant flat table, and there's a tall, blue woman who's just over the thing, just tinkering with something that's sitting on the table. Yes. Come in. What do you need? What do you need? Not even looking at you guys yet.
What's your name?
I am Trell. I'm the one who owns this
Alright.
place.
That's fair.
Alright.
Yeah, wouldn't that be obvious, Knock?
I'm just like looking around. Nothing specific. And I look around.
Alright, roll a perception check.
I also look around. I'll roll a
Is there
perception check.
anything we can do with Callum's?
It's all on his end. There's nothing I can do about his end.
Okay.
I wish I could.
Let's see.
The only thing I can do is
9.
turn the thing down more.
Mhm.
You closest to the volume.
Yeah, 9. There's not much that you can particularly see. Beyond Trell, there seems to be some shelving, and you can see, like, boots and pouches, but there's nothing more that really sticks out to you.
I want to do perception. Hold on. Ooh, wait.
So,
I have a 25.
Okay?
She sees his heart beating, man.
So,
what are we using, Brian?
Perception.
If you wanted to do, you could do a perception.
Yeah.
Perception. Okay.
Why not?
I got a 23. And I'm saying to Trell that I'm looking for a weapon of sorts.
Weapons, I don't, specialize too much in weapons. I specialize in enhanced magical abilities. And you guys can see with your perception checks
got a
what
20.
Trell has
I got a
is
4. I don't see anything.
Trell currently has this pair of boots that's on the thing, and
Maybe
currently
it's a
just waving.
You're looking at a
has some supplies right next to it, and it's just like waving
I
her hands
like
next
the
to the boots
shelves.
and everything.
The empty
You're
one.
looking-
It looks
no,
like
no.
you can see a little bit of
You're
like
looking at the side of the
runes in
shelf.
some way, just like appearing and everything, circling around the boots themselves.
Just rip the shelf
Okay.
off.
You won't find too many things with weapons here, but I can definitely enhance your arsenal. For a
Ooh,
price.
can you enchant my sword?
Yes, I can for 500 gold pieces.
Never mind.
Wow. Well then,
How much do you get paid for those benches?
not enough.
Oh, damn it.
I don't know exactly.
How much for a pair of weighted boots?
A pair of weighted boots. Ooh, that's a good idea. I haven't thought of one of those yet. And then starts getting a book and just starts scribbling down on it. I can help you guys with. I can find a pouch that can connect to other pouches. I can create a pouch of that has even
pouch
a
pouch?
deeper pocket inside of it. I can enhance your arsenal like your sword and whatnot. I can make it so you can appear back where you were a few seconds ago. All for a price, though.
Oh, yeah, no duh, nothing's free. That's how life works.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently he's not getting paid enough for the benches, so we're not getting none. So how much are you getting paid for those benches?
Well, that's
Not enough.
no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we currently have the funds to afford your wares, but we might in the future.
Well, it's definitely appreciated that you have come in here in my shop, and not too many people come by here.
Wait, what was his idea worth?
His idea? Huh. Well, if I can end up creating something like that, maybe I would give it at a discount.
Well, keep that in mind, sir.
All right. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I think that's it.
All right.
No,
well,
thank you, Trell. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
It was an absolute pleasure meeting you as well.
all right.
Okay, well, head out. Where do you guys want to go to next? Do you want to just head to the festival?
Let's head to
Oh,
the rest.
yeah.
I do ask Trell before I leave, though, where I may be able to find weapons and arms.
Okay.
I'd say you'd have to go to Maka's Mysteries. Maka can end up selling just things like that.
Are you surprised?
That's where I vote to go next.
Okay.
That'll be tomorrow's
Adventure.
adventure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Asia does say that she has to leave and everything. We can say that the group splits over to the festival, and I can continue if anybody else wants to go with Callum to Maka's Mysteries or anything like that.
Nah.
Okay. All right. So, somebody needs to go home soon. So looks like we're cutting the session a little bit short. Okay.
So we're gonna put our point of we're right by the festival, or we could do that real quick and
Yeah.
then go to the festival.
Yeah. All right. That's.
We're
what
gonna go to Maka's Mysteries.
All right.
Keep your D20 out.
So, unfortunately, guys, we had to cut our session a little bit short today, but we'll catch up exactly where we just ended off right here, getting
Heading to Maka's Mysteries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, and you guys can actually
need my keyboard again.
finally figure out what's going on with the preservation celebration.
Yeah, because normally that intermission would have been like a solid
Whoa.
half an hour prior to what we actually did. We just lost track of
Yeah.
time. Okay. So,
All right. Well,
everyone follow us on our social medias. Brian Creedy.
You're rushing it. and
I'm sorry
everything.
I suck. I just have to wake up at 4 a.m.
That's the problem.
That's
with
what time I'm
working
getting
morning
up
shifts.
too.
Okay. I'm going to.
That does not make you suck,
Better
Asia.
listen than I
Thank
do.
you guys for all tuning in. I know this was a nat disaster,
Yeah.
but
It's always in that
I
disaster.
hope you
for us.
guys did enjoy, and next session we will continue with the preservation celebration. All right. See you
Bye.
next time.